Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back with another Reddit Ask Me Anything with Crystal Bear Lawson. How are you today?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm great. So, you were supposed to fight a while back, right? And what happened with that?
Yeah, I was supposed to fight I believe it was November, but I tore a ligament in my hand. So I had to be out. It was partially tore. So I had to be out for that fight and then just nothing came back up until literally right now. So
So, how much notice did you get for this fight?
about 4 weeks, three and a half, four. Actually, it was almost exactly 4 weeks.
Okay, so now is that ideal for you, or like 4 weeks is good, or do you prefer a longer camp, or?
Yeah, I mean, everybody prefers a longer camp. I'm always training, but you're never. I don't want to say everybody, but I mean, I do have a full time job, so clearly my entire focus up until that point was not just getting ready for a fight. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit more notice, but I'm always in shape. I'm always training. I'm always working out. So yeah, to have more time would be phenomenal. But 4 weeks is a good amount of time to taper and get yourself exactly where you need to be and ready.
Okay, and where do you train out of?
Out of Decatur Boxing in Decatur, Georgia.
Okay,
It's Xavier Biggs gym.
okay. And what other, do you train with any other bare knuckle fighters?
So I also my other coach is also Glenn Russell, Coach G. He doesn't really train out of a gym. He used to be out of Team Independent. But no, we have Josh. Josh Mariner sometimes comes over to Coach Big's gym and works out. Joe Elmore has came over and I think got some sparring in with some guys at a few points. So a few guys roll through there.
So I know they are looking at doing a Georgia card down the line. So that probably that's something you'd really be interested in, right? Is fighting on a Georgia card.
Yes, I am just waiting on a date because I have not gotten to fight close to home. Honestly, I don't really, probably since I very first started, like literally 13 years ago. So to get to fight close to home would be so cool. So I'm really, really hoping it soon. I'm hoping it's just a few months from now, I hope.
So we talked to Kevin, one of your I don't know, like is he like a management team, like probably one of your managers, Kevin Smith?
Smith, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we talked to him, and he said that you like to fight semi close to home, that you can always that way because you go everywhere with your dogs. He said that you love like you have to travel with your dogs, and you don't like to go very far away from your dogs.
So yes, I will fly and when I first started fighting, one of the things that I really loved about fighting was that it allowed me to be able to travel everywhere, and I knew that's something that I wasn't going to be able to do. But at this point in my life, I've literally been everywhere. I've seen everything, and yeah, I'll travel. But if it's somewhere I can drive, if it's within like 15 or 20 hours, I would much rather take my dogs because it's like about a routine for me, right? Like
Sure.
I I'll tell you the reason I like to take my dog. It's not just about it's a lot about my dog. But it's that sense of it. It gives you some normalcy. Like when we're leading up to a fight and everything is so tense, um, and just so chaotic at some points, having that sense of calm is really nice. So I always like to stay in a B&B. That way I can still cook. I can go outside and play. I can just do whatever and just be my best self, have my dog, and not have to feel like a caged animal getting prepared to go into this fight. I just think it makes you better when you can just be you and not stuck in a little square hotel room and not have your pets.
Oh, all right. So tell us about your dog.
Well, I have three dogs now. By accident. So, well, Beast is my dog, right? So Beast is 100% American Staffordshire Terrier.
Okay.
He's a blue nose. He's beautiful. So he's service dog trained. He literally goes everywhere, does everything ever since he was a tiny puppy. And then we got Oni, which is my other Kevin, not Kevin Smith, my boyfriend Kevin. We got Oni because we saw her parents, and Beast is just such an amazing dog. I want to be able to breed him because I love the pit bull breed. I love the Staffordshire breed, so I want to be able to breed him.
Sure.
So we got Oni. Her parents were beautiful. She's a red nose, and I was like, these will make the best puppies. But Oni kept growing and growing and growing. I did her DNA test, and she's a sweet dog. She's just a mutt. She is
Okay.
loyal. She will not leave my side, but she is very protective. And Bare Knuckle talks about game a lot. This is a game dog. We adopted a dog. He's gone now, but I can tell you a whole story about that. But this dog she will protect you. She will not leave your side. But she's not the dog that I would want to breed Beast with.
Sure.
So then we waited about a year, and I'm like, because Beast's mom died too recently. So I was like, I found this most beautiful pit bull puppy. And so I have her now, and her name is Snowbird. And she is so cute. She's about 4 months old. So that's going to be Beast's girlfriend.
Okay.
Oni is getting spayed this month. Just so no accidents happen. But yeah, so that Snowbird and Beast will eventually have Beast puppies.
Little baby beasts.
Yes, and the world will be a better place.
Good. All right, so you seem like you're pretty inked up. Like, do your tattoos mean something, or you just like them because they're pretty? Like, what do you get tattoos for?
So they're all like Japanese folklore. I really like a specific artist, Dave Fox. So he has like really cool art that I like. So it's all folklore. It's all like the stories in Japanese culture, and so that's kind of what everything is related to. Besides just a few little small things. So all of my stuff goes together. So I was very specific on the artist that I have, who does them. I had the same guy do all of my work until his vision got back, because you can't tattoo bad vision, right?
Sure.
And then we just started like scouring the internet, and we found my new tattoo artist, whose name is Dave Poole, like Deadpool. And we're like, this is the only person, he's the only person I would let touch me. He's great. Like, I have an idea, I take it to him, and then we just make it happen. But I'm almost full now, so I don't really have many more places.
Okay, so can you tell us how you got the nickname Bear?
Yes, so when I very first started fighting, everybody called me Little Miss Sunshine, because they're like, oh, she's so nice and like good to be around. They obviously don't spend that much time with me. And so my Kevin, if we say that, guys, it's because Kevin Smith's my manager, Kevin Brooks my boyfriend. So anyway, we were sparring one day at a gym here in Atlanta, and I think it's like the first day Kevin really saw me spar or something. And I was going with a girl, and I don't know what happened to me. It's like I just blacked out or something. But so we're sparring just regular, and then she turned her back. But it did, like, in my mind, I didn't stop. So I'm just still, like, hitting this girl and fucking kicking her in the back of the legs, like, kicking her in the back. And Kevin's like, Bear, stop. I don't know if this girl ever sparred again. I don't know her name. But so that's when my name changed to Bear from Little Miss Sunshine.
That seems very fitting.
I think it's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so you actually are pretty good friends with your opponent, Crystal. So you're Crystal, she's Crystal. Does the loser have to change their name?
Well, since everybody mainly calls me Bear, I guess it would be fine, but I'm not going to be the loser. There's no losers here. There's only winners. No, somebody's going to be a loser. No, so yeah, Crystal and I trained together for a while at our old gym though, and we just instantly hit it off. We got along really well, because this will be a really great matchup. We are exactly the same size, same height. We are both skilled. We're both technical fighters. This is bare knuckle. Obviously, it's going to be different than a Muay Thai fight. But we have similar backgrounds in our styles, so it'll be a good fight that doesn't look bad. It's going to be a good pro fight.
So you said you're both similar. I mean, like, are you both like aggressive, or are you a defensive fighter? Like, for those of us who don't know your fighting style.
We both come from a Muay Thai background.
Okay.
So more of a controlled chaos. Now, again, this is bare knuckles, so we don't exactly know what's going to happen out there. It's very different. My style has changed up quite a bit, because this is all I've been focusing on, is getting ready for bare knuckle and boxing. So But yes, originally, yes, both of our styles were a little bit more just very pro, straight. We are both aggressive, actually. We're
Okay.
both straightforward. Um, we both have good footwork, I feel like, but I'm gonna edge it out here. So,
Is this fight at 115?
hmm
Okay. So is that your natural weight? You like to fight at 115 or?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I walk around a little bit heavier than that, but that's a very good weight for me. I am small. Like I said, I'm 5'2", so
Okay.
I'm not a big person. So that's a very good weight for my size. Yes, I fought as small as 110 though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a 110. So yeah, I just you have the build. Like, I mean, you look like you're not one of those ladies who has to like cut down 30 pounds. I mean, you look like you probably walk around at your fight weight. So
Yeah, overall, I mean, if I just like have to stop eating cookies and then because I do like chocolate chip cookies a lot, but so that's my main thing. Just like honestly, I just change up my fasting a little bit and then I kind of get where I need to be.
okay, so we talked to a bunch of fighters and they say, look, fighting's great, fighting's a hobby, it doesn't pay the bills. So what pays your bills?
I'm a full-time real estate agent. So that definitely pays my bills. It's I've always been trained and taught that from before when I first started fighting that you have to have a job too. Like at
Sure.
the end of the day, like this is not going to I mean, again, if you are at the top of the ranks of UFC or you're an elite boxer and you're making, but then also like your managers are taking what 40% of your purse, and then
Right.
you're paying all these things. So at the end of the day, like in order for me to be able to train and do what I love and fight, I have to have a good job to be able to support that.
So getting into combat sports, like at what age did you get in? Did you start straight to Muay Thai or you come from the traditional martial arts background and then go into it or?
No, I didn't actually start until a little bit later. I didn't actually start till I was probably like, I think 26 or 27.
Oh wow.
I think or maybe right around 25 or 26, something like that. But yeah, no, I was never overly athletic. I watched a documentary on Muay Thai, fell in love with it, and I started training the next day. I just literally thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I just never looked back. And I still love Muay Thai. It's just it became very hard at my size and weight and with the limited Muay Thai shows to stay busy fighting and really do what you want with it.
So have you been to Thailand to train or is it just you've only been in the States?
Yes, I've been to Thailand. I went in 2011 and spent a little over a month there. And then I was planning on going back. Actually, it was when COVID happened, and then all the tickets got messed up, and it just never ended up happening because the restrictions stayed for so long, and just never got to go back. So eventually, I will.
What did you think of that Muay Thai bare knuckle Thai fight between Bukau and Sanchi?
Oh man, I was so excited. I I couldn't wait. I thought it was a really good fight. I definitely think that was definitely just something really cool to see. That I mean, we know Muay Thai originally they fought with the ropes and stuff. So
Right.
to get to see two superstars like that do bare knuckle, I think it's cool, and I think it's really good for the sport too.
Well, and I know Nick Chapman said they're actually looking at putting together just a full Muay Thai bare knuckle card. So is that something you'd be interested in doing? Like after you get your feet wet in bare knuckle, going over to Thailand and doing a bare
I
knuckle,
would do that on a 2 day notice.
a 2 day notice.
Put me on a plane. I'm there. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm fine. But just take because honestly, the biggest thing right now is my weapons were taken from me. Now I've got what 6 punches.
Right.
So even when I'm sparring, I'm like, oh, I could. There's a really big switch over coming from Muay Thai because you do have all these different things. Now you're literally just working with just jab, hook, cross, uppercuts. That's what you got.
Right.
So it's definitely a very different mindset. So man, that would just be amazing.
Okay, so I heard you have a joke book. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
um, so well, I feel like oftentimes I have funny things to say. Now I know that probably most people think they have funny things to say often. But I feel that I really do say funny things. So the other day, I was like, I don't know, I was telling someone and they were like, why don't you have that in a joke book? And I was like, oh my God, all this time, all this time I've been alive, I could have been writing every joke in my joke book. And so now I started my joke book. And so my plan is that I'm going to, because I like to do all kinds of stuff. So my plan is I want to do an open mic night. Now, I'm going to take my joke book and I'm going to read my jokes at the open mic night.
Nice.
Now, might people laugh at them? I don't know, but they tickle me, and I think that my laughter might be so enthusiastic that it's going to cause the crowd to go wild. So I'm just going to keep writing these jokes in my joke book until I have enough. But it's hard because I feel like I can't just make, it's like art. Like, I can't just paint a picture if you're not ready. You can't just make a joke in your joke book if you're not ready. You just gotta, when you hit one, you gotta think about it, you gotta put it in your book. So now I just have to be aware of my funniness, put it in my book, and let's keep it moving till that open mic night where I set the world on fire.
So back when I worked in retail, I kept I used to write down the stupid shit that people would say, and I would write it in there, and me and a coworker would laugh. So I actually kept it in my pocket when someone would say something really stupid or we'd have something funny to say. And I actually saw it the other day. So when you mentioned that you had a joke book, I was like, holy shit, this is kind of funny. So yeah, I would definitely suggest keeping a journal, or I guess now that you have cell phones, or you could do everything on a cell phone. But yeah, like write everything down.
But cell phones aren't as cool. So yes, I actually went to Walmart. I'm real weird about paper. I found this really good little journal, and I just was touching it. Me and Kevin both love these journals. We both got one. And I'm like, I can only write special things in this journal. So I thought it was going to be like some stuff about, maybe like positive mindset or negotiation tactics or something like that. But instead, this very velvety book is my joke book, and nothing else can go in there.
So it seems like you have like names. Like Kevin is a big name for you. So you have Kevin the manager. You have don't you have a Kevin a coach and then Kevin a boyfriend? Like how did that come about?
Kevin the coach is Kevin my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of how we met. Not exactly, but actually, like, so when I was getting ready for Thailand, Kevin and I had met. So this was like 13 years ago. Kevin and I had met. We had seen each other at some different fight events in Atlanta and like crossed paths, but we didn't know each other. So I lived in North Carolina at the time, and he ended up driving up to North Carolina to meet me after we had talked for a while on the internet. This is like, was it MySpace? I think this one we had, was it MySpace? Maybe, was it Facebook? I don't know what was around then.
Yeah.
But so we talked on the phone like forever, and he came up, and like we were just inseparable. So he would drive from Atlanta to North Carolina like every weekend to train me, and I would corner him, train me. We were together for 6 years, and then just like distance and life happened, so we were apart for about 5 years.
Oh wow!
And then we stayed because of our relationship. There was no bad blood between us. Like we stayed best friends. Like he dated people, I dated people, and then this we've been back together like a little over a year now. Like just we were right back in a place in life that we just were like, okay, we're both here. Like we're in Georgia, we're in a good place. Like why would we not be together? We've always just loved each other and been best friends, so it just made sense. Like we were our best with each other.
So you're both fighters. He's looking at fighting bare knuckle too, right?
Yeah, he signed. He was supposed to fight. So he was supposed to actually fight on the card that they just had this past weekend.
Sure, I was at that one. That was a great card.
Yeah, or I'm sorry, the one before that. Okay. But his opponent's dad had some medical stuff happen, so he had to pull out about 5 days before the fight. It was like literally like a week before.
Okay.
And then Kevin's getting ready again. He's supposed to fight on this card with me. And I guess there's a new commissioner in Virginia. And so even though he had passed all his medical, MRIs, CAT scans, all that kind of stuff, we got the call 2 weeks ago that they pulled his fight because he's 46. Because the commissioner just said because of his age.
Yeah.
So they literally pulled his fight, but he does have some stuff coming up. So yeah, I mean he's definitely built for the sport.
Okay, so you're a fighter, he's a fighter. Does it ever cause tension, or like it actually helps you guys keep each other on weight? Like, you know, you guys know when someone's going to get crabby because they're cutting weight, everything's good?
Yeah, I think it actually helps us because I think it's always good to have something in common, like with the person that you're with, or whether you're dating or whatever. Like whatever it is, you need something that's in common. For us, it just happens to be fighting, but yeah, we definitely motivate each other, whether it's running or now he doesn't help with my diet because he's a heavyweight.
Okay.
So he'll go to the cookie factory today, and then I know I can only have like half a cookie.
Right.
But it's not his strong suit, but we definitely like push each other, and it definitely makes a difference. Like I'm a big weightlifter, and I love to do sprints and stuff. Kevin, he's not so much where he loves to run sprints, or maybe so we balance each other out and help each other kind of in the other person's weak spot too.
Okay, so my last question for you. So you started training at a later age. Do you remember your first street fight? Have you ever been in a street fight before or no?
No, but I
No.
want to.
You want to? Yeah, we'll have to go. We'll go to some seedy club, some like dark alley, and you have to fight
Watch
someone.
out, Manassas, Virginia. Um, no, I've never been in a street fight. I normally get along with people unless they're saying something about my dog. Then listen, all bets are off. You never know what could happen. This lady almost got it the other day who was walking her dog. But no, I just normally get along with people, and I'm pretty laid back overall, and people don't really try and like test me, and I don't go to like bars and stuff, so
Right.
I don't have much of an opportunity to get in a street fight. I guess bare knuckles, why I'm doing that, huh?
Well, yeah, it's a good place to make your start. Okay, so if people wanted to follow you, is Instagram the best, or Facebook? Where are you most active at?
I'd say Instagram. It's Nightmare of Bear on Instagram, and then TikTok as well is the same thing. I post the most on there. I post on Facebook, but I found that they changed the algorithm because Facebook is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And I post these same jokes every single Valentine's Day. It's a funny joke. I guess I can say it on here. It's just a meme. It literally was a meme of Hitler, and he was with a lady, and it said like, even somebody will date Hitler or something. It was funny. It was nothing to it, but it got reported, and I'm telling you, they blocked all my stuff, and ever since then, I've been in the bottom of all the feeds because of a stupid meme. It's so dumb.
No, the shadow ban thing is real. Like, it's like, you know, I work with alligators, and like there for a long time, and I have another buddy who works with alligators, and his stuff gets flagged all the time, and it says for promoting unsafe practices and stuff, and it doesn't make it.
Alligators are my favorite animal.
Oh my gosh, we should go catch alligators sometime together. That'd be awesome.
What do you do with the alligators?
So in Colorado, I'm in northern Wisconsin now, but I'm from Colorado. So out there we have a reptile rescue, and we have over 300 alligators. So they fight like crazy. So we have to go out there and catch them and move them and medicate them and stuff. So like just anything with alligators.
That's really cool. Yes, I love gators. I've been to Gator Land, Gator World. Every time I go to Florida, my mission is to always see a gator. There's a gas station that I stop at where you feed the gators buying a weenies. I love alligators.
Well, good to know. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
We actually have a couple of employees who went to work at Gatorland. So yeah, like I know a bunch of them. When we were down there in Florida just recently, we went to like some wildlife park. You know, like luckily working with animals, I have friends who work with animals all over the place. So like it's pretty neat.
That's so cool.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, well, I will go ahead and include your links to your Instagram and stuff. And thanks so much. And you know, we look forward to seeing you fight. And good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. One more week, and I'm gonna eat all the cookies.
All right, thanks.